Hey, what's going on YouTube? Johnny here. Today I'm going to be working with the Romabio Classico Limewash. And the color I picked out for my project is a Nube Gray. So I'm just going to go over some things you need, some pros on this product, some cons on the product, and just some quick and easy steps on how to get it started and what you'll need, measurements and whatnot. So let's go ahead and start with the things you'll need. So first and foremost, you're obviously going to need the product itself, which this is a 0.67 gallon that I purchased. So you'll need that. I believe it's only a Home Depot product. I want to say Home Depot's the only one who sells this stuff, but unfortunately in my local Home Depot they didn't have any in stock, or I'm not even sure if they carry these at all. So I had to order mine online. So you might want to check either your local Home Depot or you can just check online and see what they have. So you're going to need that. Now another thing you're going to need is a measuring cup. This is a 4-cup measuring cup, and that's the measurements I use. So I go by the cups, but I'll get to that here in a minute. Another thing you're going to need is a garden hose. You're going to need an extension cord, and something you might need, you might not, depending on if you want to invest the money, but you're also going to need a power washer, which I bought one of these at Home Depot for, I want to say, about less than $200. It's a really, really good power washer. So you're either going to need one of those or just a garden hose, depending on if you're going to want to wash it off right after. You're also going to need a bucket to mix your product. You're going to need a mixer, which I just bought one of these sticks. No need to buy one of those mixers the professional painters use. So I just bought one of these sticks. You might not need, which I needed it, is, let's see if I can show you here. Oh, sorry, my hands are really dirty now. But you're gonna need a caulking gun and some mortar fix. If you notice that your mortar is pretty out of shape, which mine was here and there, I used it just to fill in a couple cracks, but you might not need it depending on how old your house is. And last thing you're gonna need is a mason brush and or a sprayer. Either or will do. It's preferred to use a mason brush or the sprayer. It doesn't recommend using a roller, which I'm not sure why. I didn't try it, but these are the two things it recommends. If you don't want to invest the money with the sprayer, you can go ahead and use a mason brush. It's going to do just fine. It is going to take a lot longer, but it gets the job done. So these are probably less than $10 at Home Depot. One of these at Sherwin-Williams, I want to say it was like $2.50 or so. Now I used both, and the sprayer is a lot quicker. Mason brush probably took me about 40 minutes to do one side of my house. This probably took me 40 minutes to do the rest of the brick on my house. So yeah, just depends how much money you want to invest. Let's just go over a few things here on the Romabio products. Put in some sunlight real quick. So most of the directions are actually on the back, as you can see here. Tips for mixing this stuff is, for every 0.67 gallons of this, you're going to want to put between 1.3 to 1.8 quarts of water. So I believe I used 1.8 quarts of water, and translate to that is 5 cups. I mean, you can use whatever measurements you want, but that's what I use. It was a lot easier. So basically one of these bad boys, the whole thing, plus 5 cups of water. And that'll get you 1.8 quarts of water that it recommends. Put it on the bucket, go ahead and mix it with your little wooden mixer, and it's easy as that. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So like I said, all the instructions are in the back. Recommends mason brush, or a sprayer, but not a roller. So yeah, go ahead and show you guys how it looks. I actually just got done painting it not that long ago, all my brick. Right now I'm just going to do some touch-ups, but this is how it looks. I'm actually really impressed with the product. I'd recommend using this over any old paint that you can get at Sherwin-Williams or some other paint store. This is what it looks like. It is a Nube Gray, but it's not that gray, as you can see, which I thought it was going to be a darker gray, but you know, I think it still looks pretty nice. As you can see, really, really nice color. It's really light as well. There's that side of the house. You can see in the sun. Let me get closer so you can see it in the sun. Yep. Really, really nice color. I'll show you this side of the house. Just gotta do some touch-ups, but yeah, it came out great. Really, really nice stuff. Just gonna go over the pros on this product. Some of the pros is that you're only gonna need one coat of this stuff. So if you want to go with, let's say, some paint over at Sherwin-Williams, you're gonna need to buy the primer, and you're gonna need 2 coats of this stuff. With the Romabio, you're only gonna need 1 coat, and you're not gonna need any primer. So that's a con right there. No, sorry, not a con. That was a pro right there. Another pro is with this stuff, you're not going to need to maintenance it. Like if you get any other paint from Sherwin-Williams or Kelly Moore or any other paint store, you're not going to need to maintenance it. This stuff's going to last a long, long time. With any other old paint, it's most likely going to chip. You're going to have to clean it all the time. This stuff doesn't need any of that. So that's the really, really good thing about the Romabio Classico Limewash. Yeah, it's been raining last week. It's pretty sunny today, but it's been raining and none of it has washed off. It looks really, really, really nice. So that's another pro, is the maintenance on it. One of the cons I'd say on the product is there's not a whole lot of selection, which I'm sure they'll address that in the future when their product starts growing. But there isn't a whole lot of selection on the colors. There's mainly whites, a few light browns, and then like I said, this is the only gray they have. I want to say there's about 8 colors, so that right there is a one con on this product. Hopefully, as this stuff gets more popular, they start expanding. But for now, there's not too many colors. Another thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my brick is solid. I did not do what they recommended do, which you can see on this picture. I know a lot of people go for that look where you put the Romabio product on there and then you wash some of it off, and it gives it that old school look, I guess, however you want to describe it. I did not do that with my product, and the reason being is because I had to knock down a chimney on the other side of the house, and unfortunately the brick on this house has been discontinued. This house was built in 1979, I believe. So I could not find this same brick for this that they originally put on here. So I just decided to leave it all solid. I didn't think it would look nice if I did the whole put it on there and then wash it off. So yeah, another pro on this product is it's very environmentally friendly. As you can see here, I just kind of, when I sprayed it, I didn't really cover anything. All these like weed and stuff, I just painted it because it's not dangerous to plants. It's not dangerous. I'm not sure about animals, but it's not dangerous to plants. And that's another good thing. Another pro is that you can wash it off with most things. Like as you can see here, I didn't cover the concrete because I could just wash it right off with the power washer. So I didn't do that. Yeah, you can see here, that's one pro. If you're just gonna use any other little paint, you're gonna need to clean it the second it starts hitting everything else, like your concrete, or let's say windows. I got a few of this Romabio product on my window over there, and I was able to wash it off the next day, no problem. So that's a pro on the product. Let's see, another con. There's not a lot of cons on this stuff. It's really, really, really easy stuff to use. At first I was a little skeptical when I was recommended the product, but I'm glad I chose this instead of just some other paint at the paint store. Like I said, you're not gonna need to prime it. You're not gonna need 2 coats of it. Just slap on 1 coat and boom, it's good to go. Another things you're going to need to know is if you want to apply the products, temperature-wise, you're going to need to apply it between 50 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's recommended not to paint when it's hotter than 90 or colder than 50. And you're going to make sure it's not going to be freezing, below freezing the next 2 days after you apply it. So just go ahead and remember that. One other con of this product, or sorry, not con, I keep saying con, but there's a lot of pros to this. Another pro is, let's say you buy the products, boom, you apply it, you want to take a look at it the next day, you don't like it. Well, the good thing is you could wash it right off. Get your power washer, get your garden hose, and you just wash it right off, and it'll come right off. So I believe there's a 3-day window when you could completely wash it off, and you won't even notice that you put the product on there. So that's one good thing about this stuff. Yep. Just want to keep showing you guys how it looks. I'm just getting ready to touch it up right now, so that's why I got all my stuff out. But yeah, like I said, this is the stuff you're gonna need: garden hose, mason brush and or sprayer, measuring cup, extension cord or mixing bucket. Like I said, you might need a mortar fix, depending on how messed up your mortar is with the caulking gun, and a power washer. Those are the stuff you're gonna need. Pretty simple. You're not gonna need a whole lot. When I applied the product, I didn't tape it or anything because I'm gonna paint everything else anyway. So, but like I said, you can wash the stuff off anyway. So that's a good thing about it. Let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, after you get it mixed together and you're gonna get ready to apply the stuff, it's recommended to damp the brick that you're working on. It doesn't need to be soaked, but it does need to be damp, which I'm not sure why, but that's just what it recommends on the back of the bucket. So before you get ready to paint it, just go ahead and wet your brick real quick, make it a little damp, and then go ahead and apply the product. So yeah, guys, that's the Romabio Classico Limewash Nube Gray. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you very much.